Meet the men who use crystal meth to lean-maxx. Excuse me? What?
Huh? Oh, don't mind.
Oh, we're talking about bone smash. Okay, so we're talking about we're talking about Looksmaxing today. I love Looksmaxing. Oh my gosh. There's a toxic side of this. I'm curious if that's what she's talking about, or if it's the regular side. But bone smashing is where it's at, bro. Oh my gosh.
I'm just Looksmaxing, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, you are going to find out today, because today we are talking about what could possibly be the fakest man on the internet.
Ooh.
It is time for you guys to meet Braden Peters, also known on the internet as Clavicular. So you might be thinking, Brett, why the heck are you making me watch a video of a 20-something-year-old
I don't think he's that bad of a guy. I think he's mentally though, but I don't think he's that bad of a guy.
Model, a man that basically looks like he walked off the set of The Summer I Turned Pretty? Well, I am showing you, because what this man is showing young people, what he is teaching them how to do, has got to be one of the most dangerous trends on the internet right now. Before we dive into that though, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you've not already, and of course ring that notification bell to make sure that you stay up to date.
You know what? Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we can do that. I'm not age subscribed. Okay, we can do that though. Yeah. If you can do that to me as well, I'd really appreciate it. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
To all the behind the scenes content, farm vlogs, birth stories, a baby registry review once I finally get around to doing that. Anyway, all of that content is on cooperconfidential.com. All right, let's just dive right into this. So Clavicular, this man, or Braden Peters, is part of the LM, or the Looksmaxing community on TikTok. And Looksmaxing is basically guys, usually guys, trying to maximize their attractiveness or maximize their looks.
Self-improvement, basically. Yeah. You know, like going to the gym, taking retinol, taking having skincare and stuff like that. You know, the works. You feel me? Eating healthily. You know, it's just simple self-improvement.
Anyway, it is basically glowing up, as the girls say, but for guys. And here are a couple of
taking a shower. The thing I do like literally once a year. You know,
anyways. Okay, so in that one, he's just showing off his glow up. Here is another one. Okay, I shouldn't laugh because they're trying to show that they've been
the pucker lips is kind of funny, but he did glow up though. He did glow
confidence that they feel like they look better. But in all of these videos, it's always like, it's like, I can do that too. I can Looksmax. I don't even need to get buccal fat surgery. Anyway, moving on from that. What is interesting about the Looksmaxing community is that it is often contrasted with the BP or the black pill movement, and not the black pill in the political sense or in my sense where I'm like, oh guys, it's us versus them. It's the elites versus normal Americans. Both parties are the same. We're living under a global uniparty. It's not.
I don't know what she's talking about there, because I'm not into politics, but a black pill for the Looksmaxing community, I'm curious if she's going to say it, but it's basically thinking that looks is the only thing that matters, when it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's a very big thing that matters to a lot of people, but it's not the only thing that matters.
That kind of black pill, it is everything is depressing and there's no hope, but it's about attractiveness. BP in this sense is black pilling about your looks with a deterministic worldview that says that the only thing that matters for dating and success in the world is your attractiveness, and you will not be able to change it. And if you're not attractive, you know, at age 16, you're never going to be attractive, and there is no hope for you. So
the thing I hate about this is a separate topic kind of, but the thing I hate about this is when people don't understand like the meaning of some animes. So there's an anime and a manga called Lookism, right? And with Lookism, this person that was fat, you know what I'm saying, and suddenly one day, after he's gotten bullied and stuff like that, something magical happens. I forget the actual beginning of it, but basically he wakes up into a model-like body, you know what I'm saying? And he's suddenly really attractive and attracting all these women and stuff like that. And people are like, man, this proves like, they think in this anime that, man, this proves that looks are the only thing that matters. What they don't know though is straight up, that is already what he was gonna look like at least very close to what he was gonna look like when he actually improves himself normally. Bro literally takes his fat self, goes to the gym, works out, and looks like the same looks as the actual person from the original. And it's like, bro, not only is it an anime, but those comparing the anime to the actual real life didn't even see at the end in the manhwa that they basically look the same. Same work, bro. Like, bro,
on the surface.
Anyways, sorry for the side tangent. I apologize.
Looksmaxing and glowing up, that sounds fantastic. Like, I am all for self-improvement, whether you are a man or a woman. I think it is awesome that men are online encouraging each other. Hey, you should try this, you should do this, feel better in your skin, whatever it is. Like, that should be wholesome content. That should be something that I am able to stand behind and say, yes, snaps for you men. Good job. Go out there, get your bag, get your jawline, all of that stuff. But then you keep scrolling on TikTok. You get into the weeds and you realize that the self-improvement isn't just getting a gua sha or ice rolling in the morning or getting a skincare routine, getting on Accutane or hitting the gym. It's actually something a lot more sinister. And this is—
Oh, by the way, I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure you shouldn't get on Retinol or Accutane before you're like 21 or something like that. If someone knows more about it, I'd really appreciate if you can tell me in the comments, but yeah.
how our friend Clavicular, or Braden Peters, would describe it. Take a watch.
Looksmaxing is basically like the most intensive version of self-improvement. Like, it's really like doing a lot of shit to improve your looks, whether that be steroids, whether that be peptides, plastic surgery.
Okay, does Looksmaxing include wearing your hat sideways like you're a 2008 white rapper? Because
That's just crazy, bro. Anyway, I'm pretty sure he's talking about hard maxing, which is different. So I don't know why he's acting like it's the same. It's the bad side about Looksmaxing community. But anyways, I think peptides can be good for you, but just look at the side effects. Just look at the side effects. I don't know everything about it, so do not take what I just said literally, like for one-on-one. Do not take what I'd be like, oh, peptides are good for you. I must take MK677. I must take, you know, GHT, I think it's called, or whatever. 304 or whatever it's called. Like, please look into them if you're genuinely gonna do that, okay? I would never do that. But hey, if you're gonna do it, more power to you, I guess.
I don't think so.
Just don't pressure it on other people, I feel like.
Sorry, that was a low blow. I'm admitting that. I'm gonna rein myself in. That was a low blow. But anyway, what he is describing in this video is something that he is now known for, and it is called hard maxing, or that is the extreme side of Looksmaxing, where men are doing steroids, they're getting implants, they're undergoing very serious plastic surgery. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, you wanna be hot, fine, go for it, do what you wanna do. But it also is darker than that, because these communities, these influencers online like Clavicular, are pushing this idea that men's value as a person, i.e., you know, their success, their dating options, their social status, is solely based on their appearance, and that they need to do whatever it takes to change that, that they need to take extreme measures in order to move themselves up in the attractiveness ranks. And
It's just kind of just sad, though. It's the same thing, like, it's the same thing with people having mental, like, stuff, a change in the body with, with, and then being anorexic and stuff. Like, it's really sad. Yeah. Like,
this trend on social media is really picking up steam. There have been a lot of articles written
any ED, you know what I'm saying? It's just, yeah.
about it recently. The Guardian wrote, men are rated, this is in this kind of Looksmaxing community, men are rated from being PSL gods, exceptionally attractive men, to Chads, generally attractive men, and finally sub-5s, which is unattractive men. Men are encouraged to believe that they can move up through the scale by a process called Looksmaxing, which can be as unproblematic as going to the gym or as damaging as changing the structure of the jaw using a freaking hammer. And again, we're gonna
bone maxing.
get into this because it is so insane.
Don't do that. But don't do that.
Before you guys come at me, because I know that this always happens, before you come at me and you're like, Brett, stop attacking men. Men need to do whatever they need to do. Like, leave us alone. Listen, I would say the same thing for women. Because women do a lot of this insane stuff as well. The crazy diets, the plastic surgery, the buccal fat removal, all of this stuff, the insane fake eyelashes, the Jasmine Crockett nails, all of that. It is too much. It is too much for both men and women. I'm drawing.
But you can punch yourself in the face to have, you know, microfractures in your face and then make your jaw stronger, for real, bro. Like, dude, like, what's wrong with that, for real?
The line in the sand there, but as you're going to see, I think what Clavicular is doing is a little more insane than what most normal women are doing. Like me at 14, saran wrapping my thighs, trying to get a thigh gap, is not the same as bashing in my face. Anyway.
Okay, but he's basically Kim K. These both are bad, bro. You can't translate it to what normal people do, because what he's doing isn't normal in the first place for men, okay? This is basically the same thing as doing what Kim Kardashian would do and stuff, having all this plastic surgery. That's basically what he's doing. Except I'm pretty sure he hasn't had any plastic surgery. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure he has.
I'm getting ahead of myself. Here is Braden clavicular before and after, and then we'll get into what got him to this point. So you can see his before and after here. And yes, obviously, he has done things cosmetically, but I feel like a lot of this is just
He kind of looks like he just grew up and went to the gym. Like high key though.
puberty. Like between the ages of 16, which is when he started, and 20, 22, 23, 24, your body changes. Men, you develop, your face shape changes, your jaw becomes more pronounced, you grow into your features. Puberty happens to all of us and we look a lot better later. Like I actually think, and this is probably very controversial for a lot of the red pill people online, but like I think women and men continue to get more attractive. Like once you hit like your late 20s, your 30s, like I feel like people come into their prime at that point because your facial structure seems more mature, but that was not happening soon enough for clavicular. So he took matters into his own hands, and we can see there are impressive results. But here's the thing, this man is not paying millions of dollars to get the, you know, Kim Kardashian, the Kris Jenner, like insane facelift. He's not getting, you know, butt implants, whatever it is. He is doing something called bone smashing, which obviously you saw reference in that video. That's the reason why I'm sitting with a freaking hammer next to me. Now, bone smashing is a very chronically online practice where you literally hit your bones with an object like a hammer to make them stronger and to aesthetically try to reshape them. And no, I'm
Type shit.
not kidding. This is something that people online are telling their audience to do. Here he is talking about it.
Can you tell him what bone smashing is? Because when I heard it, I was shocked.
This is fresh and fit.
So I don't know if you've ever heard of Wolff's Law. You know, this
Okay.
is a principle that states that if you create microfractures to a bone, it's actually going to grow back stronger. So you're inducing this by bone smashing, whether it be with a hammer, with your fists, either or, to, you know, grow your.
Look at his I got her face, man. Oh god. She's like, what the hell is bro talking about? Yo.
Your bones and
I love
get a
it.
more masculine,
Oh, I love
chiseled
it.
face.
Yeah.
Okay.
You,
Yeah, bone smashed. Yeah.
you smashed your face in, and what'd you do after? Like you went to the doctor and they reconstructed you, or?
No. So it's just
It
small
grows back.
microfractures, and the
Yeah.
bone grows back stronger according
Yeah, the
to Wolff's Law.
calcium. does.
Okay, I usually do not think that the women on Fresh and Fit really add much value to the world, but they are adding a lot of value to
I mean, that is an actual theory, and it might be true. It might be true. Maybe. I don't know. Do I think it's healthy for your face? No. No. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that's necessarily true, because I would imagine fighters have stronger jaws than, you know, normal people. So, you know.
my life right now with their facial expressions. Like this woman sitting next to him being like, you did what? You smashed your face in. And he's like, no, I didn't go to the doctor. I just made tiny micro fragments.
It could also fuck up your face. You know, how some fighters are fucked up. Anyways,
It's
yeah.
Wolff's Law or whatever it is. My jaw is growing back stronger. You know how your jaw also grows back stronger? By growing up. By becoming a man, you do not need to take a hammer to your face for that to happen. But hey, it's just little micro fractures, nothing to it. Like, I'm sorry, but no. I know I'm laughing about all of this, but this is just a step way too far. Like, we're not gonna be doing this. We're not gonna normalize this. We are not going to be telling young men to start taking hammers or fists to their faces. That is insane. If you are worried about your jaw, oh my God, try mouth tape, get Invisalign. That helps. Gua sha. Like, I will personally buy you one of the jaw exercisers if you are considering taking a hammer
Me? You're gonna buy me it? Yo, how do I contact you? Yo,
to your face.
I'll take it.
Let me know. I will
Yeah.
Amazon it to your house before
Okay.
you start breaking your jaw. Somebody commented and said, you do not need to Looksmaxx to be seen as good looking.
No,
You just need to
I'll take that.
care a little bit for yourself. Literally, like the bar is on the floor. You don't need to take a hammer to your face. You can like maybe go to the gym once a week and you will be taking a huge step forward.
Go to the gym. Okay, once a week. Is it still technically good for you? Yes. You still have health benefits. Okay, with just going once a week. I would say go 4 times a week, at the very least. You know, you could have an upper lower split. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, once a week, you still have benefits. There's still benefits.
Somebody
to
else
that,
said
yeah.
RAP to the OG Looksmaxing, aka
I
self-care,
know what you
healthy
do.
lifestyle, and or makeup. Yeah, apparently that all is just way too soft now. That's apparently soft maxing. We're hard maxing now, apparently.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Taking fists to the jaw. But guys, we're not done. Because if you thought the hammer to the face was crazy, well, he's not just doing that. He's also doing coke and meth for health, of
What? What?
course.
For 3 days.
Is that not illegal?
I spammed
Well, am I just
a
stupid?
combination of Adderall and methamphetamine for appetite suppression, and I literally went on a 3-day fast and stayed awake the entire time, and I lost 5 pounds.
Okay, you did.
So first of all that weight's probably gonna go back. That's number one. Secondly, you took a 3-day fast. You only had those drugs. Was that like your food, bro? Like, what?
Did all of that to lose 5 pounds. Sorry, I cut him off.
That was kind of the craziest thing I've done. It was pretty neurotoxic.
Also, a lot of that I would imagine was muscle. That too. And I don't think you want to lose muscle. Maybe that's just me. Maybe he does want to lose muscle. I don't know. Because I know if he's trying to get into modeling and stuff, I know for a lot of modeling, if you're too muscular, you can't have that, depending on what you're doing. Obviously, if it's like gym influencer type modeling, then you can, but it just depends. Depends on what section you're in. But
Toxic to be up that long, but
hey,
thankfully we have
okay.
something called cerebrolysin to recover from the neurotoxicity.
Yeah, I would say that doing meth and Adderall and staying awake for 3 days and not eating would be very toxic for your brain. Also, 5 pounds, you did all of that for 5 pounds. And the thing is, fasting.
I mean, for some people, 5 pounds is a lot of pounds to lose. Like for him, I would imagine he's 12% body fat. So, he can lose that much in a lengthier time span with it being healthier. But he just wanted to do it in 3 days, man. Hey, listen, if you want to do it to yourself, you do you, I guess. But like the thing is, influencing others to do this type of stuff to themselves, that's where I got a problem with it. You feel
In
me?
and of itself is not a bad thing. That is actually a very healthy thing to do in moderation. But call me crazy. When my husband is doing 72-hour fast, or God knows what he does when he's not eating for all of those days, I think that is what is changing his body, not the drugs. And I'm very grateful that he does not need to do drugs in order to suppress his appetite. He just has the willpower to get through it. Maybe you should try that. Then maybe you could actually sleep during those 3 days so you're not frying your brain. Anyway.
Also, don't you drink like a lot of water just so you don't fry your brain as well? It's not what you do.
And backs it up here in yet another video.
It's none of your business, so I'd prefer if we.
What does faith and meth have to do with
I don't
each
know. I've never really fasted, but shit.
other?
Exactly. Well, I mean,
So
obviously.
you use meth?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mess with it.
I
You
know. I know.
you like support that and like preach it to younger children?
No.
Okay, all right.
I just tell people what I do.
Okay,
so.
cool.
This entire interaction is so insane. She's like trying to understand this man. He's like, no, I don't preach it to young people. Obviously, he's not
Doesn't he sell a course though? Meaning he does preach it in a way.
preaching it to young people, but he is telling his audience of impressionable young men what he's doing. Totally different. Totally not a bad influence at all. How do you not see that those are basically the same thing? Somebody commented and said, I feel really bad for him. It's sad that he feels the need to do this to his body. God bless him. Like, we should all be praying for clavicular.
Is what I meant by his mental's like shot, in my opinion. Probably.
Because something is very wrong here. Another person said, that's not called a hack, that's called a bender. Yeah, if you can't get through a 3-day fast without drugs, maybe just don't fast. Maybe like start with that before we introduce meth into your diet, into your health regimen. And also, can we talk about the impact that this will have on his still very adolescent and developing brain? Like, I think he's around my age, maybe a few years younger. We should not.
No, I thought he was like 19. No? I thought he said before. He doesn't look 19 to me. He looks like 30 or something. But I thought he said before he was 19 or something.
Be doing this in the slides, not eating, not sleeping, and then doing drugs. Like, it is common sense
another clip I've seen
that is
from him, not in
awful
this
for
one.
you. Like, Brayden, if you actually want to be healthy, I would suggest talking to my friends over at Merrick Health. Let's be real. The traditional healthcare system is not designed to help you feel great. It is built to keep you within range and to keep you within their system. So if a doctor says that everything is normal, but you still feel off, like you have low energy, brain fog, stubborn support collagen production, reduce
I'm sorry.
inflammation, and help your skin heal and glow naturally from the inside out. It is so easy to use while you're reading, working, just relaxing. All you need is 10 minutes, hands-free, and your skin will look noticeably calmer,
I already have enough ads on Twitch,
smoother,
bro,
and
like,
more radiant. It is honestly one of
when
the
I try to
easiest
watch
ways that
Twitch,
I have
it's-
found to invest in my skin
I'm sorry,
without
bro.
overcomplicating things with a ton of extra products. On Charge is also a company
I love your
holiday
videos,
sale,
though.
so you can
Okay.
save a massive 25% off all of their products. Just head on over to bondcharge.com and your 25% off code will be automatically added to your order. But act fast because this sale will end on the 31st of December, so hurry and don't miss this massive chance to save big on your new favorite Bond Charge products like the face mask. Now back to the point, and I
Face mask. Oh, I might have to check that out later. Okay. Yeah, I'm
do want to
sorry.
add this really quickly. For any of the young
just
men
couldn't- I
who
just
are out
couldn't go
there who
through
are
that
like,
ad.
I want to Looksmax, I want to be better, but I don't want to follow Clavicular, maybe you should follow the founder of Merrick Health, which is More Plates, More Dates, aka Derek. He is a far better role model for young men wanting to get into health and fitness, increasing testosterone, all of those things. There is no cocaine required. And I can't believe I have to say that. But hey, anything to Looksmax. Somebody commented and said,
So it's only recommended, not required. I see.
whether he did or he didn't do this, he shouldn't be saying he did to an audience of people that want to be like him. Exactly. For him to be up for 3 days off of it sounds like he was doing a little more than a microdose. Casually playing with one of the most addictive drugs, this man is dancing with the devil. And then exactly, this brings me back to my point at the beginning. This is why I am doing this episode. Not just because this is crazy and it's weird and it's insane, but it's because he is selling all of this to his generation, to a generation of impressionable young men. And I mean literally selling. He has a paid Discord-like community
That's what he does. Yeah.
for his fellow Looksmaxers where you can pay
Yeah. A lot of people in the Looksmaxing community that are popular have something like this.
$50 a month to get advice and to be part of this coalition of hard maxers. And if being part of that private community isn't enough for you, don't worry, because you can pay. You can apply to be part of a one-on-one service through his paid course where he will help you ascend, or AKA achieve physical beauty. I just want you to look at his website here. I'm gonna have my editor scroll through it. So this is where you claim your spot. I actually filled out this. Maybe I should send it in. Clavicular. Am I able to Looksmax? Can I Looksmax with you? It's called the Clavicular System. Clear audits, simple actions, and measurable progress week after week. Such simple actions. Just do meth and smash your face in.
I mean, I don't really know if he's actually recommending that for this, though. Who knows? Maybe that was just a one-off thing. And actually, for his course, he doesn't say to do that. But I don't know, bro. Like, if you're shown on camera, you know, doing that type of stuff, it's just not a good look. Like, I'm sorry, bro. It's just not.
And you can look like me. This is like, it's certifiably insane. Again, just go talk to my friends at Merrick Health. I'm not making this into another ad, but like seriously, they can help you diagnose what actually matters. And again, no fist to the jaw. Anyway, moving on from that, guys, don't worry, because if this is all just too intense for you and you do want to Looksmax, so if you do want to have that glow up, don't worry. Like, you don't have to bone smash. You don't have to do coke. You don't have to fast. You can also just put women's sticky boobs on your arms to make yourself look more muscular.
What? Why not just go to the gym? Wait, what? What did you just say? Wait, excuse me? No, let's go back. Hold
You
on,
do
what?
want to have that glow up, don't worry. Like, you don't have to bone smash. You don't have to do coke. You don't have to fast. You can also
She almost had me
put
though.
women's sticky boobs on your arms to make yourself look more muscular.
So you actually look like you have a little bit of size on you when you're like me and all you're doing is partying all the time.
And this is the role model. It's supposed to be a role model for the people that are younger than me. It's over. Yo,
And not
no.
lifting. Boom.
No, bro, just stop going to bars, bro. Go to the gym. Okay? Like, no.
You see that? Is that autistic?
Is that what?
Now we're all padded up, ready to go. Delts are looking crisp.
How is this a role model? If you're too busy to go to
Like, imagine it's like if you're in hookup party or whatever, imagine you are taking someone to your house and then you're getting undressed and then they just see that shit. Is that not a turn off? Like is that like anyways.
the gym like me because you're partying all the time. You're trying to get into those clubs in Miami to get bottle service from all the bitches. But I'm a health guru, but I don't have time to work out. Just stick some women's sticky boobs, some freaking sticky chicken cutlets on your delts to make yourself look muscular. This is so
Actually,
gay.
it's,
Like, I'm sorry, but that
Wow, she's homophobic. Cancel her. Easy. Can't cancel. Yeah, so
actually is gay. Can you imagine going on a date with a man, or like you're at a dinner with your husband, you get home, you're putting on your pajamas, you're slipping into bed, and he's like, oh, sorry, babe, let me remove my delt.
obviously I was joking there.
No. And I realize there are people that are gonna say,
That's
okay,
what I
well,
was
women, you
saying,
do the
yeah.
same thing. You take off the false eyelashes, you remove all of your extensions, and I get that that has become more socially acceptable for women to do that. But the thing is, it's these same types of men that sit online and they attack women for doing that type of thing. For saying, you know, the moment that you wear makeup, you are betraying your husband, you're lying to the world, you know, wearing your push-up bras, whatever it may be. We need to have some consistency and
I doubt it's the same men. I doubt it's the same men that are also doing this to do that. She could be very well right.
end it. I think my issue with this is that you're calling yourself like a health guru and you're giving all of this advice, but then the advice is to put chicken cutlets on your arm, and it just doesn't seem right to me. Somebody commented and said how bro feels, and it's this jacked guy in a dress. Yeah, do you feel bonita? Like, I just can't. Somebody else commented and said, I have no idea how there are men who think that this man is a cool dude when he's as obsessed with his vanity as a Kardashian. That's a true statement. And again, this is literally the same type of
Yeah,
thing.
so I was saying, you wouldn't compare this guy to a regular guy. You compare them to like someone like Kim Kardashian. You know what I'm saying?
That chronically online guys scream at women about. So let's just call a truce on all of this. No more fake delts, no more butt implants, no more boob jobs. Nobody likes it. Well, apparently his girlfriend likes it. And he is making sure that this young woman, this 17-year-old girlfriend, looks max as well. Because he
Huh? What? Don't tell me what it is.
Here he is
don't
giving
tell me
her
what,
injections.
Please tell me I'm wrong about what you just said.
on camera.
What I think.
Many are going to say, no, he's nice, he's attractive. You're going to think there's nothing wrong with that. He's just giving an opinion. He's literally injecting a 17-year-old. How is that just giving an opinion?
All right, so that clip
What the hell? Did she like willingly do this, or did she like get pressured into this? So that's number one. That's my first question. And number two, why, bro? Why?
was
Just
from
why?
another YouTuber who was responding to some Clavicular videos, and he makes a good point. Like, he's not just giving opinions.
Also, that was Greg, right? Wait, was that Greg? Oh my God, it was Greg. Hi, man. Yo.
Right, so that clip was from
Sorry,
another
my bad.
YouTuber who was responding to some Clavicular videos, and he makes a good point. Like, he's not just giving opinions, he's not just showing people what he does and not influencing people. No, he directly is influencing. Again,
Yeah.
he has paid courses that he's selling to people. Like, it's true, it's gross. Like, this is not self-improvement. This is a downward spiral that is fueled by deep-rooted insecurities and a desperate need for online attention. Somebody commented and said, bro definitely has some deep down insecurities. Exactly. And listen, I get it. Men everywhere, just people in general, are searching for meaning. Men are searching for solutions. Men want to feel empowered and seen, rightfully so, especially due to the culture and the society that we live in, that we created for these young men. But this is not the way. Giving yourself Botox, doing coke and meth and
At the end of the day, though, let's be real. The only reason why this type of stuff exists is just because people just want to be loved. And people think the only way to actually be loved is to do this type of stuff for some reason. It's really sad, but it is how it is. Does looks matter? Of course. Of course they do, okay? I'm just going to be honest. Yeah. But to the level of extent that you were going to this much is just insane, bro. Okay? Like, as she said before, Accutane, gem, you know, skincare and stuff like that, you know, retinol, cool. Going to the gym, cool, obviously. You know what also is weird? The fact you go into bars and stuff, and that literally makes your acne worse. Like, that's just a fact, right? It's just worse as well when going to the gym. It just doesn't help you. But then preaching about this type of stuff that's self-improving. Like, is this not kind of backwards in a way? Just a bit? But,
sticking
hey.
chicken cutlets on your arms like this. I'm sorry, this is a catastrophe waiting to happen. Not to mention smashing your face in with a freaking
I'm not saying you can't drink ever, okay? I'm not saying that, but I mean, you know, you get my point.
hammer. One girl on
Shut
X
up.
said, meet Clavicular, the new face of American youth inspiration. Uses meth daily for leanness, claims anabolic steroids are safer than alcohol, practices medicine without a license on his 16-year-old girlfriend, promotes bone smashing, aka hammering your own face to create hunter eye microfractures.
Both of these are bad, okay? Both of these are bad. I mean, steroids, they technically have, you know, a boost. Obviously, you get muscle easier and stuff like that. You feel me? But both of these are obviously bad.
Pushes limb lengthening surgery on teenagers and calls the lifelong pain a cope. Teaches 14-year-olds to take aromatase inhibitors so they never hit puberty properly. Runs paid Telegram groups giving TRT and peptide protocols to minors.
What is aromatase inhibitors? Is that like a puberty blocker? Are you kidding me? Wait, what? Is that actually no way?
Sells $300 Looksmaxing guys that are just screen.
Runs paid Telegram groups giving TRT and peptide protocol. Is this not illegal? No, I don't think that's illegal, actually. No, I take that. I don't think it's
Shots from
illegal.
old forums. Fraudulently adds a
At least not
3-inch
yet.
shoe list while calling anyone under 6'2" subhuman. Recommends chewing
That's
rocks,
so-
mastic gum and actual rocks, and thumb pulling your eye sockets for free facial ascension. Anything else I missed is probably illegal.
Listen, I know. Okay, my friend that watches my videos all the time, you're probably gonna say it's easy for you to say, you know what I'm saying, because I'm like 6'4" or whatever. But I don't genuinely understand why people care this much about height. Like, it actually is depressing. Like, it's actually just sad. Like genuine. This is just sad. Like, listen. Does height have some benefits to it? I guess, yeah, sure. Especially in the dating scene, because for some people, like, they care about height and stuff like that. But not all the women care about height. And honestly, the people that do, I just feel like aren't worth it to even talk to. I'm not gonna lie to you. So you're kind of in luck. No, that sounds bad. That sounds bad. I was gonna say you're kind of in luck because, you know, at least you don't meet the people that are shallow, but I get it if you're alone, like I understand.
Legal in at least 3 states. Again, certifiably
As I said though, I can't really relate to you if you're short. All I can say is it doesn't matter that much, in my opinion.
insane. This is not self-improvement. This is a insane scam. And what is all?
Yeah.
And decided to like
Oh,
hammer
what
his
did I
face in
just
or whatever.
do? Oh, what did I just do?
3 states. Again, certifiably insane. This is not self-improvement. This is a insane scam. And what is
Yeah.
also standing out to me is the similarities to everything we have spent the last few years talking about in regards to transgender affirmative care for children, saying that we cannot let young people do irreversible damage to their bodies before.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, taking steroids is essentially the same thing. Steroids don't leave your system. They don't. Even if you stop taking, they don't leave your system like fully. They kind of don't.
Before their brains are
At
fully
least from what I'm aware of.
saying that, you know, 12, 14, 16 years old, you're probably gonna look and feel like an ugly duckling. And that's okay, that's normal. Those insecurities, wanting to feel better, wanting to look better, that's normal. Let's not irreversibly damage and change your body. Let's not stop you from going through puberty or make you go through puberty earlier, just to affirm whatever insecure delusions you are feeling as a young person. Insecurities that literally every single human being on earth goes through because it is normal. And these solutions are so harmful. And young people are watching and absorbing all of this. Somebody else commented on YouTube and said, and people wonder why the mental health of young people is in decline. When I was 19, my biggest concern was figuring out how much gas money I was gonna need to get to the amusement park with my friends. Yeah, and I feel like there's some duality here, and I don't know whether the chicken comes before the egg in this situation, because obviously a lot of the mental health struggles of Gen Z push them into these types of communities where they are wanting to do extreme things to make themselves feel more worthy, to make them feel more attractive.
It's the goddamn phone. It's the goddamn phone. Listen, if I didn't have this, bro, yes, my phone's broken. It's broke as hell. If I didn't have this, bro, some of the stuff that I had problems with, they just wouldn't have existed. So much problems that I went through just wouldn't have happened, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like so much. It's not even funny. Oh my gosh, dude. But obviously now I kind of have to have it because, you know, and it's so evolved around normal world now and stuff like that. But I'm saying when I was younger, bro, oh gosh, dude. Oh gosh, dude. Insane. Oh.
Or more whole, but also then that creates
Especially because you compare yourself to others online too. Like about literally everything. So even if you're like above average or something, if you see someone that's like top class, literally, even if they're in like, because you know, you don't even know their so like economic standing and everything like that. They could be top class, and because of the economic standing, have went to that class and stuff like that faster than you, because you know money, big advantage, stuff like that.
It's mental
And you
health.
just don't know because you're just looking at internet, compare yourself. Tough. It's tough. Anyways.
Health issues. Watching this type of content can make you feel insecure and can make you feel less than. It is an endless cycle that young people online are going through. Another episode that I want to do this week and that I want to talk about is that in Australia, they are banning social media for young people. This is why. Because young people are
That's not
consuming
surprising.
this type of content, and parents have a right
Except they still have Discord, I'm pretty sure,
to be concerned. Now, I
which
don't
is also concerned.
know if getting the government involved is the right way to go about it.
What subspaces they go on Discord.
I am very wary of government, you know, getting involved in what we can and cannot do in our own homes, but it is true that something needs to be done. And parents need to be incredibly attentive and proactive and understanding what their children are consuming and watching what their influences are, because this is not right. Another person commented and said,
I think it just needs to be I think it just needs to be the parents. I think that's all it just needs to be.
I'm a middle school teacher, and it is so much worse than y'all think. This stuff is rampant in kids, and they think that they're gonna grow up to get all of these modifications on their bodies. In addition to Twitch streamers being their role models, kids are really being influenced to fail. I mean, like,
Let's go.
Clavicular himself started this at 16 years old. He was 16 and decided to like hammer his face in or whatever the hell he was doing. Like, this is all, it's all so nuanced, but it also is not. Because yes, men and women should strive to improve themselves. And if you feel insecure and you want to change the way you look, obviously you should take normal, measured steps to do so if it feels right, but not at the expense of your health, or more importantly, your soul. If you are not happy with the way that you look or with your health, your body, your skin, there are ways to improve, which will also make you feel better. They do not include doing meth or bashing your face in with a freaking hammer. And I cannot believe that I literally just had to say that on YouTube. Like, if you're a guy and you want your arms to look better, you want to lose a little bit of weight, go to the gym.
You gotta just go to the gym.
Maybe eat some chicken breast, get those t-shirts that are like tighter around the arms.
Eat only whole foods. That's what I do. If you have a problem with that because you're living with your family and it just depends on what your family picks, and also you know, other complications, like you don't have as much money and stuff like that. I understand, obviously, you know what I'm saying? Try to be in a caloric deficit at the very least. You know what I'm saying? If you're fat, try to be in a caloric deficit at the very least. And you can still, if you're going to the gym for the first time, you can still gain muscle that way. After you experience the stuff, it's gonna be much harder, but you can still gain muscle like that. It's pretty good. Look, all I'm gonna say, if you want to have all the information about that, this was a couple people I can think of. Jeff Dipperich, some of his stuff was good. He got a big controversy a while ago, but some of his stuff is really good. Nate Beef Patty is really good. Sam Silik is really good, and TNF. I think his name's TNF. Is really good. Those people really good for the gym. If you want to hear about it, I can do a video about it. But you know, even though I know a lot of knowledge, I'm still technically skinny as hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like your average twink, man. Anyways, yeah, let's keep going.
If you want something that is more immediate, like if that makes you feel a little better, like same for women. This is a message to me. Put down the freaking chocolate chip cookies. Like, get a nice blowout. You do not need to suck all of the buccal fat out of your beautiful baby faces, stick bags of silicone into your boobs, and lose weight like Ariana Grande. Like, you do not need to do all of that to be attractive. The most attractive thing that you can do, in my opinion, is to just take care of your body, to take care of your health, and the rest of the things will follow. Also, work on your mindset. Positive, happy people are more attractive. That's why there's that, you know, that old, you know, hey, I wish you would smile more, honey. And, you know, all the angry feminists would get so pissed off about it, but it's true. You are more endearing. You're more beautiful when you smile, when you have a nice, endearing aura. So maybe, and I know that I'm saying that as I'm like screaming on YouTube right now. So maybe I should like take that into consideration, but it also doesn't matter because I'm married and I have a baby. I don't need to be attractive to you guys. But the point,
I mean, she's always smiling though. She's always smiling. I mess with
being, there are other things that you can do. And for the love of God, like, find better role models. Do not pay $50 a month for this.
I want to be able to always smile. It's just like sometimes when I'm calm and stuff like that, I just have like a resting bitch face. I feel like sometimes, Like, it's crazy out here.
Discord community. Do not pay $300 to have a one-on-one with this guy who's gonna help you get hunter's eyes and figure out how to do methamphetamine to make yourself skinnier. I am hereby urging every fan of Braden's to go watch a freaking episode of Huberman. Go listen to Chris Williamson's podcast, listen to his whole transformation, go subscribe to Derek, More Plates, More Dates, learn how to take care of your bodies and your minds and your soul, because this ain't it.
Yeah, no, she's right.
If you made it all the way to the end of this episode, thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, I got you. Anyways, Brett Cooper, amazing content creator. I'll show you some content creators that are good for the gym though. Let's see here. As I said, Lean Beef Patty, amazing content creator. Yeah, she's amazing. Wow, it's who else can I think of at the top of my head? Sam Sulek, okay, do not compare yourself to this guy. If you can't tell just from this, he's on steroids, okay? However, he's still a very positive influence in the gym space. I feel like train hard and everything like that. TNF? Is that his name? This guy is good as well. However, I barely watched him as of recent. I was not thinking about this guy. It's like something Renaissance. Yeah, there we go. This channel is very helpful, in my opinion as well. But yeah, that's the end. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I would appreciate if you subscribed, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'll see you guys. Have a nice day. Goodbye. Oh gosh.